Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to Motivational Capsules on Shine TV Ghana. I am your host, GLORIA Tachie. Today we are tackling one of life's greatest tests. Yes, that is overcoming challenges. We are still on our topic, getting out of a mess. Yes, we are still getting out of the mess. But today we are want to tackle a subtopic that is overcoming challenges. Yes, we've all faced challenges or obstacles, and sometimes it seems very difficult. It seems like we cannot overcome those things, and that is the reason why we are here. So stay tuned onto your screens and your set, even as we dive into it. So I'd like to acknowledge my sponsors. So we have Ulex Collections, Fredco Constructions, Dikin Emmanuel Owusu, FinFit Apparels, and Apostle Felix Herido of the Abundant Grace Apostolic Church. We say God bless you so much for the wonderful work you do for Shine TV. Yes, we are grateful. So I would like to introduce my guest. I have with me here Mr. Samoni Nate Saki. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Right. And we have Reverend Francis Faith Entry. Please, am I right?
Yes, please.
Right. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
It's good to have you all here. We are very happy to have you both on our set today. God bless you so much for answering our call.
Amen.
So, like I said earlier, people, we are talking about facing challenges. Sorry, overcoming challenges. Yes, we are overcoming them. We are not facing them. Yes, so let's dive in. So, Reverend Francis, my first question says, what's the first step in overcoming difficult challenge?
Okay. Yeah. Talking about challenges, somebody has said that the common definition for challenges or challenges an invitation to fight. Yes. And as you said, almost everyone has gone through or still going through challenges and obstacles here and there. But the first thing we need to know, if we are able to overcome challenges or difficult one for that matter, we need to acknowledge and come to the point, what is challenges? We need to understand. And number two, if we are able to overcome it, we need adequate knowledge to be able to deal with challenges. And number three, we need to identify the kind or a particular challenge that we are to overcome. Yes, because challenges, obstacles are in different ways, are in different categories. So if you are able to understand it, you know the kind of challenge or the challenges we are talking about, and getting the adequate knowledge to be able to deal with it, I think you'll be able to deal with it from the initial stage.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So, Mr. Samuel, do you have any addition?
I think basically, like he said, the first thing is for you to acknowledge the fact that there is a challenge, that is there's a difficulty somewhere. Then the second thing is to assess it, find out what it is and what's how far it's going to take you. And then the third is to assess yourself. Do you have the tools to really fight or meet those challenges or to overcome them? And then the fourth is, if you don't, you find it. That is, you gather the necessary tools, the necessary equipment. That it also has to do with acquisition of knowledge, and also putting yourself in that position. If you need to be trained, if you need to be you gather some information. If you need help from other people, you gather all the necessary things that you will need. Let me say accoutrement to meet the specific challenge. And then once you have everything in place, including knowledge, you now move to handle it. So
okay. All right. Okay. So what role does motivation plays when facing challenges, Mr. Samuel?
Okay, let me make it very simple. It's like you playing a home and away game, and then you are on the field. House of Focus playing at Santi Kotoko on the Baba Stadium, which is in Accra. House of Focus at their home. The people there supporting, giving them that, them. They are looking at them. They are looking at what they can do, and then it's like a goal. What they are hoping to gain, apart from the trophy, which is on the challenge, the people around looking at them, they needing to have the bragging right of saying that you've been able to overcome this particular situation, which is like self gratitude, some winning thing that you give to yourself. So one, the actual goal behind it. Two, the people looking at you. And then three, self gratitude, that is the motivation that you get. These things is what helps you to stand, to go through a particular challenge. You know what? Whenever you face any situation, it is two things: turn around and walk away, or face it head on and overcome it. So it's a choice you make.
It's a choice you make. So, Rev, how do you stay motivated when facing challenges or obstacles? How do you stay motivated?
As my brother has said almost all. But you see, when we are facing challenges, sometimes how is our problem. How to be able to deal with it, or how to be able to tackle it. And we were talking behind this scene before we started this show. And my brother quoted the scripture in the book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 12, I think verse 2. Jesus Christ saw the victory ahead of him, and he was in the midst of challenges. So what he saw motivated him to be able to go through. So sometimes, as he said, the result, the outcome, what you will achieve from the challenges you are going through, then you will overlook the pains and what you are going through, because at the end of the day, you know that you get something better out of the challenges that you are going through. And most often, as he said again, sometimes the people around us, the support that people around us gives to us also becomes a source of motivation. And I do tell people that we have people who committed or have planned to commit suicide. I think if they were able to get people around him or her who can give him or her a support or to help him, I think this suicide thing wouldn't have happened. So sometimes the people, not just people, but people who are around you to be able to give you the needed support that will enable you or motivate you to stay in the face of challenges.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So before we come to the support, let's please stay on the motivated side of it. So when one is facing challenges, now I think first of all, you need to motivate yourself.
Sure.
Yes. So in that process of motivating yourself, especially when maybe you don't have anybody around you and you are trying to motivate yourself, it gets to a point whereby, yes, you're thinking about the positive side of it, but the negative also hits in. And sometimes you be like, should I even end my life because I'm going through this? And another positive will come. No, don't end your life because there's a greater reward ahead of you. So now, what role does positivity play in overcoming challenges, Mr. Samuel?
Okay, so let me speak a little bit about David.
Okay.
There was a time that he came back from war and they've come to kidnap his children and the soldiers and everything. At that point, the soldiers that he's working with now turned against him because they have also lost their children and their spouse. But Bible says that David, after crying for a while, when you face challenges, it is okay to break down.
Sure.
That has a lot to do with resilience. When you break down and he realized that there was no one on his side, it was just him. Bible says that he encouraged himself. So that is the motivation that he gave to himself. And then the next thing he do was to seek God. Okay, to be able to do that. And then the answer he got from God was he should arise, pursue them, and he will overcome, overtake them. That is positivity. Whenever we hear positive words from our thoughts or our meditation, sometimes we kill them ourselves by asking what if. But my question also is, what if you don't do it? How would you know you can overcome? So whenever you are doing anything or you need to face any challenge, the first thing you actually look at is, if you don't take that risk, if you don't take that chance, if you don't fight it, you'll regret tomorrow. Because the only answer you can give to yourself is, what if I had done it? Maybe I would have been successful. And you can regret that more than you trying and actually failing because you tried and you failed. Okay, so staying positive is very important because it makes you look at the fact that you're expecting a positive end or a positive goal. And once you have that in mind, you don't stop. You keep going. It tells you if the next step is there.
You keep going for how long?
You keep going till you get it. You know, there's a saying that once there is life, there is hope.
Sure.
So you keep going. You need to finish your education. I've heard of a woman, 90-something years, she's now going to primary school. The question is, why did that she just wait and die? She's alive. She wants to die with a certificate. So she's still going. Okay, so once the challenge is there, then you keep building yourself up till you are bigger than the challenge. And then you overcome it. That's how it works. No challenge walks away. No challenge leaves you. If you run away from today, there's a saying, I think Bob Marley sang that. It says, "You who fights and run away lives to fight another day." There are two sides to this particular story. One, if you run away today, you stay alive to come and meet it tomorrow. Tomorrow when you are coming, make sure you're prepared. Then you can fight. If you run away today, if you fight today, maybe you will not make it, maybe you die, or maybe you survive. That is what they are saying. However, you will still meet that challenge. So you don't actually go off or throw it off, but you keep doing it. A challenge which is yours will always come back to you because you need to overcome it to grow. If you don't, then you'll be there still working at it. And the truth is, most people are now where they are stuck because they have not overcome a particular challenge. And it is important for you to actually fight and win.
Wow.
Stay positive.
Wow. Stay positive. So if you just join us, this is the Motivational Capsules on Shine TV Ghana. So, Reverend Francis, please, do you have any addition to add up to what he said?
Yeah, to add a little to what my brother just said. Somebody has said that it is better to try and fail than to fail to try. As he said, what if I tried and win or overcome? You regret when you find out that if you would have tried, maybe you will overcome. Now, there is one thing we need to also understand is that sometimes challenges come to help us to bring what God has ordained and deposited in us. Most often, the challenges are the tools or the means sometimes God used to bring to reality what He has ordained and deposited in us. So, as he said, David cried and cried and cried, but David encouraged himself in the Lord. He encouraged himself. So, in the face of challenges, you need to be positive, as he said. Stay positive. Make sure that you are always optimistic. It is what I'm going to win. And the last thing I'll add to it is that the reason why we need to stay positive in the face of challenges is that we need not to fail those God has connected them to our destinies. Yes. Because if you fail today, it will surprise you many destinies you have failed.
Yeah.
You see the point? So those are the people we need to, at all costs, we need to stay positive for. Yes.
So in as much as you are being positive about whatever thing you are going through now, the challenges keeps coming. It doesn't stop. So my next question is, how do you break down a big challenge? Somebody may say that the things I'm going through, you have no idea. I'm going through a whole lot of things, as if the person is carrying the whole country. So in a situation like that, how do you break down a big challenge into smaller or manageable tasks, Mr. Samuel?
Okay. Thank you for this question. I'll say that challenges don't stop coming because growth does not end. Every step you take, I'm calling it a step, so that you realize that you are climbing. Every step you take will take a toll on your knee. It will take a toll on your thigh. It will take a toll on your shin. It will take a toll on your calves. You will do work. You will have to overcome it. And remember, every step is taking you higher. So challenges don't stop because you don't stop growing. You need to keep going up. That's why we continue to have challenges. So at the end of the day, you must know how to overcome challenges. It's a basic thing for everybody. Since you're giving birth to, you keep overcoming challenges. So you break them down. First, you know yourself better than anybody else.
Yeah.
That is one. So when you realize there's a challenge ahead of you, break them down to smaller tasks or achievable tasks. First, you look at who you are, what you possess, and what you can do immediately. When you talk about your possessions, it's not just about your money. The first thing is what you have up here in your head, what you have learned, the information you have. Like I said earlier, if you need to get more, you get more. And then the people around you, they are also your possessions when it comes to challenges and then tasks. They are also there. So when you first look at the challenge, let's say it's a challenge, let me make it money, quantify it in cash so that you can. If it's a challenge of buying a house, for instance, or building a house, which is worth 1 billion cedis or 1 million Ghana cedis. You don't have 1 million Ghana cedis in your pocket, but maybe you have 3 cedis to buy a block. Okay, so you start from there.
Okay.
What you have, you start with. So you break them down. Challenges can take so many forms, like you said, but knowing how to break them down is what we are. So you can maybe buy block for 3 cities or 5 cities. And then as you keep buying blocks, you keep moving, now I can buy cement for maybe 90 or 80 cities. Now I can buy cement, you start buying cement. And as you move on now, you can afford some, you start affording them. They now become tasks and hurdles that you keep, overcoming because it is in your power. As you are moving forward, you build yourself up so that you can do more. Like I said, I started with blocks. Now you move to cement. Now you move to iron rods. Now you move to, workmanship. You move to labor. And then you are probably moving to land. Maybe you have the land already. So you keep getting yourself ready for the next task that you need to do. So look at the task holistically. See the mini tasks within the tasks that you can actually do. Break them in those forms and then start working on them. Don't stop there. Start working on them. And as you are moving on, when you realize there are other things ahead, because you're breaking them down, you can foresee and foretell. You see the things that are ahead that are, you're going to get to them and they're going to become bigger obstacles. Prepare yourself. If you need to get help from somebody, get it. If you need to consult people, consult. If you need to better yourself, better yourself because you are seeing them ahead. By the time you get there, you already have the victory. So it's something that you plan for and work at.
Rev, please, do you have any addition to it?
Yeah, I think practically that is what my brother has done it. Yes. And I'm also coming from this angle. I think, from my point of view, I think no challenge is bigger. As long as you are supposed to tackle it and you have to overcome it. That's from my point of view. Then if you see it from that angle, that is when you look for the things my brother just said, then you'll be able to deal with them. And one problem, I think many people, you find this problem in so many sectors, including even ministry, that many people don't know themselves, as my brother said. So if you are dealing with issue or you are faced with challenge, you need to know yourself, what you can do. Yes. If you are convinced of what you can do and you motivate yourself, and with the help of God, I strongly believe little by little, you'll be able to get there.
Wow.
Yes.
That's so nice. God bless you all.
Amen.
So, what is the importance of learning from failures when overcoming challenges? Rev.
Yes. Learning from failures. And sometimes it is good to fail.
Okay.
Sometimes to be able to come to the reality. Yes, sometimes failure helps us to come to the realm of reality. Yeah. So in the face of challenges, as I've already said, since you know that I need to overcome, no matter what comes in, and anything that comes in is a learning process. You see it as a learning tool to push through. Let me say this from experience. When I entered into Maranatha University College for the first time, I think 2006 to 2009, I went to do my diploma. So when I got there, I met with this man. He is now the current president of Ghana Baptist Convention, Reverend Enoch Thompson. Yes, he became my friend.
Anyways, we are Baptists. My father and I.
Wow.
He's a Baptist pastor.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So wonderful. Baptist. Yeah. Baptist is also my church anyway. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So one day when I got there, in fact, the way the studies were going, in fact, I was so confused. I didn't understand anything. So one day I just got up and I went to him. I said, Reverend, in fact, I don't see myself in this campus. I have to go back because I'm confused about every lectures that goes on here. He called me and told me that, do you know this guy? There was one guy there from North. He came to Maranatha without any certificate. He was able to do certificate and is now doing his diploma.
Wow.
So he came here without certificate, but he encouraged himself. He's still doing it. You can do it. Motivate yourself. And you see, if there is a question I need to ask in the class, I'll be writing it. Then I'll read it to myself so many times because I don't want to be teased by the people. So if you just ask any question, they will tease you. So it's like I was finding that problem, but I saw it that if indeed I have to go through, I need to overlook the failures and whatever that can stop me. Yes. So if you are supposed to overcome challenges, failure is one of the tools you can use as a learning process to be able to get there. Yes.
Wow. So you have to embrace. Are you trying to say that you have to embrace failure?
Not at all. But what I'm trying to say is that you don't accept failure as something you need.
Okay.
But you see failure as one of the things that will push you hard to be able to go through. That is the angle I'm coming from. You don't accept failure as something you need or something that that is the ending point of your journey. But it will come. But have it at the back of your mind that as long as I'm going this way, what is called failure cannot stop me. It will just come and just motivate me to go forward. And we've read so many things and you see so many stories. And I learned that the one who invented Bob, I learned that he did it so many times.
99 times.
99 times. And I think the 99 times or the 100 that he succeeded.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So would you call that a failure?
That is if it will get to the 100.
You see, that's the point. Failure, you should know, will come. But it is not a failure until you leave it there.
Wow.
So in life, I'll call it major setbacks.
Okay.
It's not failure, major setbacks. You will need it in life. Anybody who has not met any major setback before is not a self-motivated person. That person actually is riding on the backs of people and has not been able to, fall to get his knees and elbows scratched for him to have scars to say that because of these scars, there's nothing that is going to stop me if I fall outright. And you understand what the Bible says, that if I fall 7 times, I'll rise 7 times. So that is not failure. That is a major setback. So whenever you fall, you analyze why you fell. You look for the things, the stones that were in your way that caused you to fall. I always say that it is not the big boulders that make us fall. It is the very small pellets that are in the ground that will make us fall. And because if I see a big boulder coming, I'll see it and sweat. But a small stone which I might not notice will cause me to fall. You will end up learning from them, and then you become better at what you do. If you don't get scars, you don't have experience. If you don't have experience, you are not better equipped for the next step. It is very, very important. Let's take education, for instance. In your class, when you were in class 5, or you were in, let's say, primary school, before you wrote your BEC, everything in your BEC class seems very difficult for you. When you were writing your exam, you were struggling with it. Now you got to SHS. That is when you started understanding what you learned in BEC. Okay, you've had experience. You have failed. Some of them. I can assure you all the papers you wrote, it's not everything you are correct, no matter how good you are. But today, if they put that same paper before you, you'll be able to do better than before because you are now understanding what is there. So it is important that you meet. There's a friend of mine who told me something. He says that it's important for you to fail early in life. Fail early. Do something big and fall great quickly so that from there you learn a great lesson and you start moving on. It is very, very important. So failure is a very good thing that causes us to learn. But I don't call it failure because it ends up sticking there. But I call it a major setback. Once you hit a major setback, you step back a little and then you learn from it. What did I do wrong? What did I do right? What can I throw away? It's not like it will not happen again. It will happen and you keep learning because you're going to many different things. And at every point in time, whatever happens to you becomes a part of you. It's a knowledge you acquire. It's an experience you gather. And then when you move into the next one, you'll be able to apply them there and you'll do better. When you say it will be smooth, but you will do better. Yes.
Wow. That's so nice. So now let's come to the support. When facing challenges like that, do you give chances for anybody at all to come into your life, Mr. Samuel?
Okay. I said something that you need support from people, but I also added the right kind of support.
Okay.
It isn't everybody that is suitable for every situation. There are people you keep for specific things that will happen, or specific things that you'll be going through. There are people you go to for money. You don't go to them for ideas.
Sure.
There are people you go to for ideas. You don't go to them for money.
Yeah.
There are people you take advice from, and there are people you take consolation or comfort from. There are also people you take motivation from. And there are also people that you know that when you are around them, their composure alone will give you the strength to keep moving on. If you are in a situation and you go to somebody who easily scares you, like, hey, in a way, you know, you easily, be falling into. And there are situations whereby you go to those people for them to do their in a way, and it will help you hold back, because you really need to hold back on that thing. So nobody is useless and nobody is absolute. However, people are specific for a specific use, and you should know them and how to handle them, else you end up putting round pegs in square holes.
Wow. So this will bring us to the end of tonight's episode. But before we go, Reverend Francis, please, in 20 seconds, what advice do you have for us? About advice to someone who is facing a very critical challenge.
Yeah. We've said it here, that challenges is something that is part of us.
Sure.
We can't run away from it. So I will urge everyone to be prepared for and build yourself and get adequate knowledge and get genuine support from people who can support you adequately. It's very, very important. Everybody needs somebody, as they say. And I strongly believe. And one thing I'm saying for the last is that stay positive. You will definitely overcome. With God, as the Bible has said, all things are possible. Just stay positive and seek for God's guidance. You will.
That's nice. So until next time, he says, stay positive, be kind, be humble, and stay blessed. It's bye-bye.